Alrighty folks, let's do a quick sound check before we get underway. And it appears we are in business. So welcome to another edition of the Race Spec PS4 Elite Series Tier 3. Coming to you from Spain. Thanks for joining us wherever you may be watching. I'm your commentator for this evening, Mike Wilson. And happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. I've just had to put my son on the back burner while we get this race sorted. And then I'll be dashing out and joining them for a nice Father's Day dinner. But Sean the Sheep's playing babysitter at the moment, for those of you with kids. Ladies and gentlemen out there, trust me when I say Sean the Sheep's where it's at, if you've got access to that one. Alright, looking forward to this edition of qualifying. A bit of cloud in the sky there. Will we get some rain interfering with proceedings? You see Okmiki, the man of the moment, currently with a 1:16.1 sitting on provisional pole. Looking good for a good result this weekend out after a disappointing 13th last week at the Netherlands. But Breno, ever consistent there, sitting in second with a lap done on the medium tyre. Quite possibly playing the strategy game there, looking to get out and start the race on the medium. It's been quite consistent, Breno, and it shows in the championship standings after only 3 rounds gone, but only 10 points off the lead. It's been pretty much solid as a rock. Second in Australia for Breno. I don't think he attended Bahrain round 2, but then second last week again in the Dutch Grand Prix. Can he go one better and take a win in Spain? As he brings it back into the pits, we'll try and find someone on a quick lap. Still trying to get used to calling the qualifying stage of proceedings. I've never done that before until being invited into this series, so forgive me if I'm all over the place. And if you're watching along live, please get involved in the comments. We'd love to hear from you, and it makes it a bit more interesting for me too when you guys get involved in the comments. So just say hi, even say hi to Dad in the comments. Shout out to all the great dads out there. Maybe you want to give us your race predictions, who you think might finish in the podium slots for the race. Maybe you've got a mate in the race and you want to pot him, slag him right off. All comments accepted. And good, we've already got the magical coin that isn't useful on board. I think I've slipped up already. He's onto me. Sorry, mate. I've had a few Father's Day beers already, so yeah, anything could happen here. So Tanguo, in the meantime, has moved to the top of the standings with a 1:15.9. He is the man to catch at the top of the championship, 10 points ahead of Breno, and looking to consolidate on that lead. In the Renault there. Thanks to the magical coin for understanding. Bless you, mate. David Lai says, go team Red Bull. In the Red Bulls we have El Tonki and Ken Tenma. Those boys, also the hosts of the Race Spec podcast that has been rebooted, to use their words, and you can catch that on Spotify, Apple Music, and all your favourite podcast platforms. So make sure if you get a chance, tune into the Race Spec podcast with the boys. They do a pretty good job. I've had a listen to myself. Oh, as he goes round, keeps it out of the fence. El Tonki. Anyone though, there's a clear road for now. And that'll give him something to talk about on the podcast this week. El Tonki in Spain. Maybe that's Spanish for Mr. Consistency. If you have a look at these results through the championship so far, let me just go through a couple of these. El Tonki, round 1 Australia, qualified in 8th, finished in 7th. Round 2 Bahrain, qualified 7th, finished in 7th. Then last week at the Dutch Grand Prix, finished 8th. As consistent as you like. Hopefully he can do us a solid after bringing up those stats and just give us a nice 7th or 8th finish. But no doubt he will be after top spot. A podium position at the very least. So, who have we got on a fast lap at the moment? Pit. Semi-pro. Kicking off, heading down into turn 1 where you can drop half the car over the white line comfortably. And comfortably flat through turn 3. Opts against going out onto the curbs through 4. And hard onto the brakes for one of the slowest corners on the track. 5, turn 6, barely a corner but classed as one. Flick left through 7th, try to stop the car from continuing in that direction. 9, the fast right-hander, one of the favourite corners. And into the DRS zone, down to 10. And 11, 12. Heading down towards this, not a favourite corner on the calendar, that one. Pithy little chicane. And accelerating hard out of the final corner known as New Holland. To send himself, didn't improve, did he? Oh yes he did, sorry, my bad. Pushes his teammate Breno down to 4th. 1:16.194. Meanwhile Tango goes even faster up front with a 1:15.6. So 4 minutes remaining. Time's a little spread out. Geordie in the McLaren down the bottom there, yet to register a time. And he's going to have a red-hot throw now. So onto the start-finish straight to begin his lap. Rear wing open. There, a good demonstration of the cars, how they go into turn 1. And he's gone round. He has cooked that one. And I think that will be just about his session over. He's not going to get back to the pits in time unless he's got enough fuel to do another lap. But those tyres might be soup. I could just be being hopeful. I don't think he's got enough time to get back to the pits, get a new set and get an outlap in. He'll want to be punching hard times to do that, but this could be unfortunate for Geordie. But we know he has the ability, and if he does start last, could be an interesting watch as he tries to make his way through the field. We might try and check back with Geordie in a minute, see if he does get another lap in. Here's the mashed potato in the Racing Point, 88. Two fat ladies, 88 Racing Point. So what can he pull out of the bag? He's yet to register a competitive time. Still 1.5 seconds off 14th place, Neva Sweden in the Ferrari. So Geordie is going round for another crack at it. Be surely a little bit more cautious through this sector this time. Is a tricky bit. Looks like he's hooked it up well on the second pass. Just locks up, misses the apex through 5. Not the worst thing you can do on a lap at Spain though. Hooks up 7 and 8 perfectly. 9, using all the curb as we see El Tonki depart the session. Oh, he's got those brakes locked again. Very late apex. Through 12. 13. Using all the track. 14. 15. Where will this... it's going to be a bit down. Gets him to 12. We'll take that, given the circumstances, but he'd be probably a little bit filthy on himself. Here we have the Stoned Towel. He's on a fast lap by the looks of it. So he set his first lap on the mediums, decided 11th place isn't going to suffice, and has chucked a set of softs on now. And he is ripping and a tearing out of the last corner now. The Stone Towel in the Alpha moves up to 7th. And now the times have tightened up a bit there. Okmiki moves to the top, 1:15.4. And that should be good enough for pole. Does Tanguo have an answer? Using all that curb out of 12, he's busted it, gone wide, and well, left the session too, so that'll be it there. Mort's in the pits. Breno will box also. WA Huddens, has he still got a shot at it? WA Huddens in 6th, punches it up to 3rd. A solid lap at the death. So I think that will be pretty much it for quali at Spain. No one else on a hot lap. It's a good lap by Okmiki, 1:15.4. It looks like we could have a bit of an interesting fight through the midfield there if those times stay consistent to that. Only half a second from 4th down to 10th. And I'm certainly looking forward to the battles potentially going to play out in this one. Plenty of chance to overtake during the race into turn 1, the help of DRS. So I don't think we're going to see him too much line astern like we did at the Dutch Grand Prix. Alright, that's qualifying done. We'll just take a quick break and be back for the start of the race. Alright guys, the cars are heading round to the grid now. We're getting ready for race start. What should be an interesting Spanish Grand Prix. Just get ourselves set up here and we'll try and get a good camera angle for the start. Not this rear-ended rubbish. Come on, Mr. Director, give us something here. Looks like we're going in from behind as the red lights come on. On a sunny afternoon in Spain, we are away. And that's not a good start for... Who is that? Oh, there's a Williams already off. It's Okmiki gone straight into the fence. Slammed as the Renault takes the lead. Tanguo with Maud on his outside. And there's... Alpha Tauri up there in third. Breno wasting no time. And there's his teammates gone round. It's the semi-pro. He's spun it. He's got some work to do now to come back from there. So it's Tango in the lead. There's a McLaren of Geordie off in the background. He's gone wide. Yellow flags are out. Mort second. Breno in third. The Installator, he's moved up 4 positions into 4th. Jack Plays 5 places now up the inside of the Stone Tower as they go through 5. El Tonki's up to 7. All happening on the first lap. Wow. No one keen to sit still. But disaster for Okmiki. He just couldn't get off the line. Just bogged down hard. And then was somehow ended up in the fence. I couldn't see if there was contact or not. And early controversy. So it's Tango now in the lead from Mort. We got Breno up into 3rd. He was always going to look to be making up positions early from that 6th place. Installator 4th with the Stone Towel. In the Alpha, the man likes to get busy. And Jack Play, never short on action when following Jack Plays in the McLaren as he looks to go up the inside of the Stone Towel. And he's... Oh, here we go with the usual... As he goes... The usual display errors. Thanks, Codemasters, for that one. It's Jack Plays. Couldn't get the job done there on the Stone Towel. And he'll have to bide his time and wait for a better moment. So we'll try and keep an eye on... We'll just wait for this display issue to fix itself up. But it's still Tango, followed by Mort. Breno up to 30. He's got the Installator to deal with. And behind them, the Stone Towel in 5th. With Jack Plays wanting something to say about that, no doubt. So all the cars on those fresher tyres at the moment. Someone will be looking to make some early moves. This won't be the last of it, rest assured. Who's on what here? So the 2 guys on the softs out front, Breno and the Installator, opting for those different strategies. Hence the lower grid positions originally. And we've got a yellow flag already. Who is it? It's still the Shiz. Finds himself on the wrong part of the track, and he'll drop down as a result. Okmiki, did he box already? He did. So he's since come into the pits, taken on the mediums, so he's got clear track. He'll be hoping for a safety car, no doubt, to bring himself back into the race. Meanwhile, up front, Mort harassing Tango. Will not let him rest easy. It's 3rd place in the championship, chasing... Oh, and he's gone round into the fence! He's contacted, binned it! Oh, disaster! Mort, can he get it going again? Oh, the time's ticking away as he tries to recover. Oh, the Williams, we was just setting up for a battle. That corner. Oh, it's a tricky one. It catches many a driver out. Meanwhile, Breno's wasted no time closing in on the Renault up front. Breno in that usual 2nd spot, the place he's comfortable in seemingly. He'll want to go one better today. He'll want to take a win. Can he make the most of this opportunity? As he goes fastest lap. Meanwhile, in the background, Jack Plays has gone past the Stone Towel into 1. Tyres smoking, the Stone Towel's having none of it. Tries to stick it back up the inside, but Jack Plays just casually holds his spot and moves himself up into 4th position. I don't think that's the last of the battles we'll see between those 2 this afternoon. So it's Renault 1st, Alpha Tauri 3rd, Alpha Tauri 2nd, Haas 3rd, McLaren 4th, Alfa Romeo 5th. As the guys slowly start to get into their groove. W.A. Haddons is ghosting. Geordie is closing in on El Tonki in, you guessed it, 7th spot. We've got a yellow flag back there. Is that Ken Tenma? He has thrown it off in the same place as Okmiki. Mort earlier. in there, getting the Williams confused. And recovers, keeps going in 13th, but now has the attention of still the Shiz. So we'll go back up to the front because it's nothing between these first three. Tanguo, Breno, the Installator, and Jack Plays is going to have something to say about that very soon as well, as we'll see up ahead. Different lines going into 4. Tanguo happy to use all the curb. Breno happy to stay inside the white lines. Tyres smoking. So Breno on the medium tyres. Tanguo in the Renault. Comment from the Magical Coin. Yeah, I didn't see who contacted that Williams. I assume there was contact. It seemed it had to be surely that it went flying off like that. But thanks to that crappy rear angle view at the start of it, if someone can advise me on how to avoid watching the start of the race from behind, I'm all ears. But he was definitely launched into the fence. I guess we'll say allegedly. I can't be 100% sure, but it certainly looked that way. So lap 6 of 33, the championship leader and race leader, Tanguo. Can't get away from Breno. He's going to have something to say about this very soon. Just flicks out there just to let Tanguo know he's there. The Installator in 3rd. And this is fantastic to see. Battle right at the front. Top 3, all in the same picture. Just need Jack Plays to get in there now to make it really spicy. WA Hudden's down in 5th. We've lost our interval gaps there in the meantime. Just take... Geordie's received a 3-second time penalty already. Wasted no time picking that one up. We'll just take a quick breeze through the field just to see what's happening further down as we've lost our intervals. Can't quite see who's close and who's not, as our interval times come back as the drivers head into lap 7. There we have Neva Sweden in the Ferrari. He is the car behind 4K0, who will definitely be looking for a better result this week. He was looking hot to trot last week, up in 2nd position before unfortunately binning the car and finishing well down in the race after what looked to be a promising haul of points. I ended up 14th, unfortunately. Here's Geordie in the meantime. Did he get close to WA Hudden's? Looking to make a move there. And try and catch. There's going to be an overtake move somewhere in either the midfield or up front here soon. I think that interval gap's not showing right, but nothing new from Codemasters. So we will pop back up to the front with the main pack. Breno still in the DRS zone, but I don't think it'll be quite close enough to close in and make any sort of significant move into the first corner. I guess seems to keep getting the gap down to 4/10. And always closes in up to 4, but no overtaking chance there. You can stay close, you can do it in 5, but it's hard to get onto the gas quick enough to make that manoeuvre into 5, the car in front. Always that 1 car length and the gas ahead of you. Still curious to know what happened to Okmiki at the start there. I know it was, look, I don't, WA Huddins was the car behind. Certainly not making any accusations without seeing anything, but just saying it was just a disaster for Okmiki. Did all that hard work to get it into pole. Stunning lap. But it's not over yet. Anything can happen here. That's the great Murray Walker used to say. Anything can happen in Formula One, and it usually does. And he's now travelling along in 11th place. 8 seconds behind the next man up the road, Stone Towel, who has already opted for an early stop and taken on the mediums. And if you're watching live, please join us in the comments. Let us, if you've got a suggestion or thought on how the guys might play out their strategy, definitely let us know. Is that Breno gone wide? He's dropped out of the top battle. Just after we've gone away from him, we've missed the action. It's that same corner, turn 7 and 8. It's a dead set Bermuda Triangle today. It's just claiming cars one after the other as we see El Tonki into the gravel. And is he going to park it up? Is he done for the day? Ken Tenma. Done for the day by the looks of it. So Tango still in the lead. Installator now. He takes up the challenge. Can he track down Tango? And got another yellow flag. Looks to be pretty innocuous. In the meantime there, Breno has come into the pit along with WA Huddins, who's opted for those hard tyres. There now is your gap to the leader. Tango still doing a solid job out front, under pressure the whole way, the whole 10 laps, almost 1/3 of the race down. Still on those softs. And the Installator not letting him out of his sight on the mediums. Installator. As we see Tango come into the pits, the Installator continues on. So as far as Tango is concerned, those softs are at the end of their life. And Installator now takes up the lead, having started in 8th. Jack Plays in second. The McLaren's doing a 2-3 at the moment. Jack Plays can't quite stick with that lead pack at the moment, but driving a solid race nonetheless. And you would think Geordie's going to take up that lead at some stage. He's on the hards. He's going to try and run those, obviously, as long as he can. Breno down in 10th there too. He took on the softs at his stop. So he's going to probably look to whiz around in a 2-stopper. Actually, him and Breno and WA Huddins pitting together, 10th and 11th. So Breno took on the softs, WA Huddins took on the hards. So they should give us a bit of a true indicator as to how, being so close together on track, how those tyres will perform or not perform. So the Installator up front, he's opened up that gap now to over 3 seconds on Jack Plays, who we're with at the moment in second. And how long are these mediums going to last? Just the one retirement so far. Ken Tenma gone in the Red Bull. As we go down to El Tonki in 5th, he's closing in on 4K0. Or has he been passed by 4K0? Trying to keep up with all the position changes and whatnot as we keep one eye on that, one eye on the pit strategies. As I mentioned, guys, you're watching the race, yeah, give us your tips, your thoughts on the strategies. Anything I missed, definitely let me know. I've only got 2 eyes, can't get across quite all of it, but certainly giving it a crack. So as this little battle heats up in the middle here, 4th, 5th and 6th, Tanguo closing in after his stop. Oh, geez, they've contacted there. Tanguo gives a punt up the bum to El Tonki as they head round onto the start-finish straight. Goes past, well ahead before the first corner. And gets the job done back into 4th. It's looking pretty solid here, Tanguo, if he can make this one-stop strategy work and get those hards to the end, which I have little doubt that he can. He's going to be looking at another good result. So we'll check the stops. There you have it, the 3 at the front. Yet to pit. Geordie, no doubt, about to go longer. Jack Plays has come in now, actually. So what tyres is he going to take on? Is he going to have a little dash on the softs? Or, yeah, it's hards going on. He's going to try and, well, he's going to go to the end on those, barring any misfortune. And that promotes Geordie, who, according to the graphic, is just stuck between gears. His gearbox is scrambled. I might just move away from Geordie because that's doing my head in. And the Insulator, as mentioned earlier, qualified 8th, now finds himself at the head of the pack. Will he box this lap? Trying to avoid Jack Plays undercutting him. And he does, as expected. So he will likely take on the hard tyre. David Lai in the comments, top 3 in good position with those mediums and hards. Yes, I think you're spot on, David. They've just somewhat bided their time, in a sense, as the guys originally out in front got hot and heavy with each other. And as you see the Insulator, well, there you go, David. I think that sort of justifies what you've said there. Insulator's come out in front of Tanguo. And they may have played this strategy to perfection. It'll be interesting to see how long Geordie's going to push those hards. Again, I'm not one to play this game too much. Between time with the child, half an hour a week on this game, so I'm not totally au fait with strategies, how long hards and mediums last on any particular track. But Breno picks up a 3-second time penalty. Yeah, so I'm not 100% sure how long these hard tyres will last, but I think obviously Geordie's going to give us the best indicator. But yeah, there's some guys lower down in the field who have obviously pitted, taken on the hards already, and looking to make them last somewhat 20 odd laps. I think Geordie's kept it pretty tidy. If he can't make him last 20 laps, then the other guys further down might be in a bit of strife. Meanwhile, Jack Plays, I think, has just dispatched the Stone Tower, so those two resumed hostilities. And I think, if my memory serves me correct, that would be 2-love to Jack in the McLaren. Mashed Potato failed to slow it down coming into the pits and picks himself up a 5-second time penalty. What's happened here? The McLaren's Geordie has had an incident. Oh, just when I've wrapped him, he's gone, just dropped it down to 4th now and has the full attention of the Stone Towel as his teammate Jack Plays moves into 3rd. Geordie, unfortunate. He'll be filthy on himself. These things happen. He's got DRS now. Is he going to try and have a go on his teammate? Jack Plays into the first corner. Up the inside. He gets it done. No problems about it. That's interesting. 14 lap older tyres, obviously with the assistance of DRS, but still got it done. I think Jack was a little bit generous there. Didn't want to risk any issues as we hit the halfway mark in the race. Feels like we've done 50 laps already. So the two McLarens line astern in 3rd and 4th with the Stoned Towel, and Geordie's picked himself up a 3-second time penalty as well. So it just goes from bad to worse at the moment for the McLaren driver. And we might just stick with this battle for the time. We'll quickly pop down here because these three are stuck on each other. It's El Tonki in 6th in the sole remaining Red Bull. He's got Okmiki in the Williams in 7th. Continuing on with that recovery drive after the disaster at the start, off pole position, and I mean off pole position into the wall. And Breno's come in, so he's finished. He's done with his little sprint session on the softs as Okmiki gets that move done into turn 1 on El Tonki. Back up here, the McLarens, they're not done with each other. Jack Plays has moved ahead. Geordie's going to try and stick it around the outside. Holds it through 4. And Jack Plays is going to try around the outside through 5. These guys are going to stick it side by side. This is fantastic. Heading down to 7 side by side. I don't think you're going to get 2 side by side through there, but they've managed it through 8. Surely not through 9. It's like a parade lap. Oh, Mr. Director. Geordie takes 3rd. Runs wide. Jack Plays back up the inside. Magnificent racing. The Stone Towel watching and waiting in the background, looking for an opportunity as the dueling McLarens go toe-to-toe. Lap 18 comes alive in the Spanish Grand Prix. Wide again from Geordie. Jack Plays back up the inside through the final corner. Oh, it's like an overtaking demonstration. Jack Plays tucks back in as Geordie holds on to 3rd position. Is he defending from the Stone Towel now? Stone Towel's going to look down the outside, smokes up the tyres, holds on through turn 2. And Jack Plays demoted from 3rd to 5th in the matter of corners. Oh, fantastic racing. Good job, guys. Clean, no contact there whatsoever. Good to see. And the score goes to 2-1 in favour of Jack Plays, with the Stone Towel taking one back. That was brilliant. And we've got a yellow flag. Who has cooked it? It's the mashed potato. Recovers. So I'll just take a quick drink there. Nearly burned out my voice box calling that battle from 3rd, 4th and 5th. Not that it was an issue. Enjoyed it immensely. And Geordie's finally going to box. So 18 laps. And he's decided that's enough for those hards. Jack Play's not done yet. Kicking up the dust as they resume hostilities once more. Jack Play up the inside. And takes 3rd from the Stone Towel. Stone Towel's going to have to look to box at some stage soon. He's on 13 lap old mediums. Jack Plays harder compound but fresher tyres. This could just be the perfect balance to keep these two right at each other's throat. Look, I don't really want to see Jack Plays pull away, to be honest. I want to see him just go hammer and tong at it. That was quite entertaining. And I don't think they're done yet. The Stone Towel closes in as they head through 10, 11. You can't do much through here. It's a matter of just getting as close as you can before you head... Ooh, sorry, we've lost the battle there. Fat fingers from the commentator. Oh, and the Stone Towel's decided that his tyres have cried enough. And he's going to come in and swap them over. He's not... I don't think... You can't get to the end on softs, surely. Have to be another set of mediums, wouldn't it? Yup, so away he goes. Where's that going to drop him out into the pack? There goes Geordie. Oh, maybe we're not done seeing Alpha versus McLaren yet. So he's 2 seconds behind the McLaren of Geordie. Geordie's tyres, I think, only 1 lap older. And going to be interesting to see the way those two pan out. I think the Stone Towel will be on the back of Geordie in no time. But he's going to have to keep one eye on his mirrors. The Stone Towel, he's got Okmiki and the Williams in 7th. Amidst that recovery drive. Breno in 8th. And they're done. They won't be pitting again. Actually, that could be it today for as far as pit stops concerned. I wonder about Tanguo. I'm sure he's quite good at saving those tyres. But it's going to be hard work to try and keep up his speed and keep up the tyre life of those hards. Further down, WA Huddins could find himself in the same boat. 11 lap old hards in 4th. And Okmiki is closing in on the Stone Towel as Geordie is closing in on WA Huddins. He should be easy pickings for Geordie here. Those hard tyres. If he goes up the inside here, that'll say it all, and he does. Stone Towel not too far behind. Okmiki stalking, and that's another 3-second time penalty for Geordie. So we'll just check in that all is well with our leader, the installator. He's played a lovely strategy today, kept out of trouble. Hot start, and restarted in 8th position. The installator in the Haas. Tanguo in 2nd, the lead Renault. 5 seconds drift. And then another 6 seconds adrift is the McLaren of Jack Plays. And yes, Magical Coin in the comments. I think I'm seeing it the same as you. Yes, the Jack Plays and Tango both carrying number 27. And then Geordie in the second, and the McLaren's in fourth. And Okmeki's got the job, or not quite got the job done. Oh, did they touch as they head into 7? Oh, and the Stone Towel, both gone round. The Stone Towel and Okmeki. Can they recover it? Oh, that's going to ruin both of their races. It was a touch into the lead up and then a touch through the corner. It's always hard to get two cars through that corner side by side. I mean, turn 7's hard enough with one car, and it just wants to suck you around into that left-hand fence. They keep going. Is there damage on the front wings? I think they might have gotten away with it. Okmeki looks clean. So does the Stone Towel. He continues on. Okmeki continues on. So they've gotten away with it without damage. And managed to hold their points positions for now. Oh, drama. Lap 23, Spanish Grand Prix. Meanwhile, up front all the time, Installator just casually building on that gap. 6.2 seconds now. Tango still in second, the McLaren's third and fourth. Geordie with a 3-second time penalty, as we saw. Breno, I think he started 6th. Still in 6th. Opted for the two-top strategy after dropping down earlier in the race. As we go on board with Breno for a lap of the Spanish Grand Prix. And there's a lap of the circuit. Not that I'm sure you've needed it. I'm sure many of you tuning in know your way around this track very well, but generally that's just an excuse for me to go grab another drink. And Breno closing in on WA Huddins now did pick himself up a 3-second time penalty in the process. He'd be a little bit disappointed with sitting down in 6th. Still 7 laps to go, but I think at some stage this season we're going to see a win from Breno. He's always so far been there or thereabouts. As far as WA Huddins is concerned, he's right there. This could be a matter of time. 7 lap younger tyres and 1 compound softer. I think he'd be able to get the job done, but WA Huddins is a fighter. He's not going to give up the place easy just because he's on older tyres. This is racing, not a procession. Onto the start-finish straight now. Breno will get the benefit of DRS. Will it get him close enough into the first corner? Not quite this time. Hold station, WA Huddens in the second of the Renaults. His teammate up in second, Tangwo, the championship leader. And with his tyres being 4 laps older than the leader, I dare say he would just have his sights firmly on second place. Won't be trying for the lead at the moment. Won't want to give up too much time to Jack Plays in third. Little box of dynamite, Jack Plays. He's always busy, always in the action. No short of entertainment with the McLaren driver. His teammate down in fourth, Geordie, was looking pretty good at one stage there. And meanwhile, Breno's got the job done on WA Huddens. So that battle is done and dusted. Might just check back down with Okmiki and the Stone Towel, who once more have used the turn twice already, but they are set to resume hostilities. Down into the first corner, who's gone wide? Meanwhile, it's Mashed Potato. Stone Towel locks the tyre. Had a look. Another three-way battle. We've seen a few of these today. Now, the big question at the moment, thanks to the magical coin for the comment, will Tangwo have to pit again? He's got a bit of a question over those tyres. 16 laps old at the moment, 4 laps remaining. We haven't seen... Geordie was our marker probably on those hard tyres. He started on them, I think, or pitted and took them on early, and he did not get them to 20 laps with what seemed to be pretty conservative driving, doing his best to look after him and trying to go as long as he could. Did drop some places with a spin, had a moment. But yes, with 4 laps remaining and in the race, 4 laps remaining in the race, and Tangwo on hard tyres that have already done 17 laps, will those tyres be cactus towards the end? As we see Okmiki, he's lining up the Stone Towel like a torpedo. Look at this, 3 abreast into the first corner. This is magnificent. Will they touch again? Stone Towel says he's having none of it. El Tonki's sideways like a rally car in the background. Did he hold it together? He's dropped off. The Stone Towel. Wow. Okmiki couldn't quite get it done. The Stone Towel having none of it. Oh, he's had battles aplenty. I've said it in past races so far in this season. The Stone Towel doesn't mind getting the elbows out. Entertainment plus. And these two won't be done yet. 3 laps to go. You know they're going to go at it again. Can El Tonki close back up? What's happened here? Okmiki. Did he get damage? No, he's alright. Mort's closed up in the meantime. So as is par for the course today, a 3-way battle building up. Okay, looks like I missed something there. Apologies, because El Tonki's 9th now. Okmiki. Either way, we're still getting a 3-way battle here, potentially. Okmiki will certainly have something to say about El Tonki. Gets that done into the first corner. And next cab off the rank is Mort. Can El Tonki hold that 10th position and take a point? I say this with a tongue firmly in cheek, but I'm a bit disappointed, El Tonki. I was hoping you'd do a 7th or 8th position for us, mate. Keep that consistency level up. Still 2 laps to go, and God knows what could happen at the moment. contact wouldn't be out of the question. So it's El Tonki and a Williams sandwich in 10th place. Okmehi lining up a few points after that terrible start. Don't sort of... Oh, did they touch? Mort poked his front wing into the gearbox of El Tonki. I think there was contact there. No damage done, seemingly. Meanwhile, we got a yellow flag. I think that was still the shiz down in 14th. Mort. I do want to check in with Tango soon because his tyres are beginning to rot a bit. 9 seconds now off the leader. Jack Plays would have something to say about it, but his tyres aren't exactly the current model. 16 laps done on those. DRS open for Mort. That view doesn't help us, Mr. Director. Oh, look at him. Like a magnet to the back of El Tonki. This could just be a matter of time. Could just be waiting patiently until the start-finish straight. Mort. Did not choose that view. Apologies. And here he goes. He's going to get it done before they even get to the corner. So Williams now sit 9th and 10th. 2 laps remaining in the Spanish Grand Prix. 4K0. We haven't shown much of him today. Pretty innocuous race from what I've seen so far. He qualified in 9th, moved up a couple of positions into 7th. And we'll just check in as suspected and as suggested. A magical coin in the comments. Tango, those tyres are dropping off. We are into the last lap, however, and Jack Plays doing anything about it. And with Geordie way down in 4th, it would appear those top 3 positions are going to remain as is. There's your leader now, the Installator. Through 7 and 8. He's got himself a 10-second buffer. And this will be a great example of strategy well played. Having qualified 8th. 1 stop, medium to hard. Looks like that was the way to go. Just be patient in qualifying. Take on the medium. I hope I got that right, that he was on the medium. As we see the Haas driver giving a celebratory weave down the start-finish straight to take the win in round 4 at the Spanish Grand Prix. Oh, and meanwhile, the Match Potato not wanting to have the Installator take all the attention, chucks his front wing off down the start-finish straight. And Tango will pick up a second, consolidating, well, increasing his championship lead. Jack Plays 3rd. Geordie brings it home for 5th. I think those penalties might have just come into effect again. Look, it was a solid race from Geordie. Just that one error may have cost him. Not sure where he's finishing, to be honest, now as the graphics go mental. Did he have that many penalties that he's dropped down to 9th? Mort in 8th. Qualified 4th. Jack Plays, driver of the day. And look, he was in amongst it. Left, right and centre. And quite happy for the driver of the day to go to Jack Plays. He's, like I said earlier in the call, he is never far away from the action. And that's what we want to see. Drivers not afraid to get their elbows out, get amongst it, give the crowd a show. So we'll wait for the results page to pop up. And there it is, unfortunately. Geordie, 18 seconds worth of penalties. I mean, he'd be disappointed with that result. Maybe buoyed by the fact that he knows the speed's there. I mean, we don't have any doubts over his abilities. But look, congratulations. Go to the installator in the Haas. Just played it to perfection. Tango in second. Jack Plays third. And look, thanks for joining us wherever you may have been watching from tonight. I'm your host, Mike Wilson. We look forward to you joining us next time round. Round 5, Azerbaijan should be a cracker. Bye for now.